Help support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code Blueberry004. That's BLUBRRY004.
Well, we have our next guest here. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
Yeah, my name is Andrew Harani. I'm founder and CEO of EveryDose. We're a medication management company.
Okay. And how do we manage medication?
So we have a mobile app, which you see a screenshot behind me, that helps patients stay on track with their daily medications. 7 in 10 Americans take at least one medication a day, 20 or more. So we make that process really easy for people. We give them reminders when it's time to take a dose of medications. They can check off what they've taken, learn about their medications, share their progress with doctors. Lots of great features, but we just take the headache out of managing daily medication.
That's fantastic. Obviously, anybody who is dealing with, a long-term or chronic issue has tons of medications, and it can be a real challenge to keep track of all of that.
It really is. It is not easy to do. And actually, the reason I started the company was I had a loved one of my parents that got discharged from the hospital, had to take 10 medications, and had a lot of problems with it. So it is certainly not easy at all for patients to do. And one of the problems is if you don't actually take those medications as prescribed and you have a chronic disease, obviously, bad things can happen. You can end up hospitalized, and it costs the healthcare system a lot of money every year as well. So we're trying to just alleviate that burden for people, and also, help hospitals, insurance companies make sure that their populations have really good health and are actually taking the medications that they're prescribed.
Yeah, and that's an interesting point. Too much of the world doesn't focus enough on preventative measures. Like you said, missing a couple of doses can end up costing the person, both in finances and in long-term, health changes.
Right. Absolutely. And it's not easy. You may feel good on a particular day, and you think, maybe I don't need to take this medication today. But really, a lot of these drugs you need to take every day. And if you think of more severe diseases like cancer that has a lot of oral pills, sometimes an oral chemotherapy pill, the ramifications of not taking that drug are really significant. And, we just think patients deserve technology tools to help them with this. They shouldn't just be sent home with a stack of papers. They should have tools that really add value to their daily life. And people are used to technology these days, as you know. So, we've seen great reception from patients. We have tens of thousands of people that use the app. They love it. And, we're excited to kind of keep it growing.
Yeah, that's a great goal. We were actually in our office the other day. We were actually talking about exactly that whole, I'm feeling better, maybe I don't need to take it, being a really common situation in mental health drugs. You're like, I'm feeling normal, I'm feeling myself, maybe I don't need the medication. It's like, no, that's why you're feeling normal and feeling yourself, is because of the medication. Please keep doing it.
Right. That's absolutely right. And I think one thing maybe that can be done better in the healthcare system, and we're trying to do through our app, is not only, help people take the medications, but help them understand what you just said, which is these medications are incredibly important. Here's why they're important. And, giving people content and things where they can actually learn about the importance of medications, which really goes beyond just taking them. But I think it's important for patients to know why they're taking medications.
Sure. Okay. So let's talk about where this fits into my day. Let's say I take 5 pills in the morning, 5 pills in the evening. Where exactly does your app fit into my day?
Yeah, so when you first download the app, first of all, you're either going to enter medications into our app, which is a super easy process, or if you're part of a hospital that we work with, for example, your medications will automatically get synced to the app. But the first
Mm.
time you download it, you'll say, hey, I take these 5 drugs in the morning, these 3 at night. And after that, it's all set up and we automate everything else. So you would, say it's 8 a.m. and you got those 5 medications due, you would get a notification on your phone, just like when you get a text message or anything else, and it would say, hey, time to take these 5 medications. You could open the app, say, I took them, and you're just going on with your day from then on out. And when it comes nighttime, you might be busy, you might have forgotten about those medications. We're going to make sure we alert you right at 7 p.m. or whenever you're supposed to take those doses in an automatic way, excuse me. So you don't have to keep thinking, did I take that? Did I forget to take that? We're going to fit in a really seamless way in your day.
Gotcha. Okay. And and so if I want to use this, what are my costs? How does this work?
So the beauty of this is, as a patient, our app is always 100% free. So you could, as and your listeners could right now, go to the App Store on Apple, go to the Google Play Store, and you can download this app for free. You can use it for free. We don't sell your data. We don't do anything like that. Our business model is to go out to hospitals and other healthcare organizations to help them help their patients. So for any user, you can just simply download the app and use it for free. The app's called EveryDose. Um, you can learn more at everydose.ai, our website, but always free to use, which, the reason I mentioned I started the company was to help out a family member. Um, so we're trying to do the same in other people's families and just give them great technology that helps them become healthier, but also is not a cost burden to them, which, as you know, healthcare is incredibly costly these days. So we're kind of a breath of fresh air giving them a free product.
Very cool. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a branding change, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I started the company about 4 years ago. We've been called Groove Health um, until Wednesday. So we've had great success with Groove Health. We've grown the company a lot, but this coming year we have a lot of growth ahead of us, and we're super excited about it. So we went ahead and did a rebrand to EveryDose, which we felt like is better descriptor of what we do and better branding. So you're exactly right. We're now EveryDose. Prior, if your listeners may have heard of us, we were called Groove Health. So we're super excited about that change. And we also released a couple new features for the app on Wednesday as well. One called Family Hub that lets you manage medications for the whole family, not just yourself. Might be an elderly
Okay.
parent or a child. So a lot of announcements here at CES, which we're excited about.
Yeah, that's a great feature. I have a, I'll say, a bigger product for my mother from a past CES that's a dispenser and everything,
Okay.
and that ability to
Right.
manage and maintain remotely is is a fantastic aspect. I know if something was skipped because it lets me know on its own.
Right. That's very important. We do the same thing, and there's millions of Americans that care for aging parents and are responsible for giving them medications, and
Right.
also, a lot of parents that have children that might be sick and they have to manage 5 or 10 medications. So this new set of features we've released makes that a lot easier and relieves a lot of that burden for people on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great capability, and I know a lot of people are going to appreciate that feature. Well,
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited to get it rolled out.
for sure. Now, if people want to find out more about the platform and what you guys are up to, how can they do that?
Yeah. So first of all, you could go to the Apple App Store and read about our app there. You could search EveryDose on the Apple App Store, search EveryDose on the Google Play Store, read about our app there. Or you could go to our website, which is everydose.ai, and learn more about the company and what we do there.
I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this, and being able to give us a view from the show floor, because you're really far from where our broadcast tower was.
Absolutely. This is a huge place, so thanks for saving me the walk over there.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on, and hopefully you'll have a good rest of the show. I know you've got just a little bit of time left.
Yep. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
All right.
TPN CES 2022 coverage is executive produced by Michelle Mendez. Technical directors are Kurt Corliss and Adam Barker. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz and Maurice McCoy. Interviews are edited by Joe Minnie. Hosts are Marlo Anderson, Todd Cochran, Scott Ertz, Christopher Jordan, Danielle Mendez, and Alante Sparks. Las Vegas studio provided by HC Productions. Remote studio provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production. Copyright 2022.